Hello everyone and welcome back to Tall, also known as Teach as We Learn. Today we're going to be learning about points, lines, and planes. So let's begin. So a really cool thing, I guess you could say, about points, lines, and planes is that they're undefined, meaning that there's no certain definition about this, which, all geometry teachers teach. So the best thing that most geometry teachers or, anyone in general does is describe them. Of course, each description varies, but it has the same general gist about what points, lines, and planes are. So today I'll be sharing you how I would describe points, lines, and planes. And then there are some defined terms which can be determined and are defined properly. But first off, let's begin with points. So an example of point could be this point right here, or this little dot right here. And points are, what we call, infinitely small, but they also have a location, right? It could be, this could be 3, 2, or 3, 3, right? And this could be 2 minus 1, 2 minus 2, or minus 2 minus 2, something like that. But, we can also call that coordinate point, but these points typically have a location. You can call it coordinate point, location, yada, yada. But typically it's a location, and this can be capitalized with a letter. So this could be, point A, and this could be point B, and then that's how they would be defined, or that would be the point's name. So that's pretty much about points, and then these two would be points. But then we have lines. So I'm just going to draw a line through these 2 points. But a line is made up of 2 points. So in this case, it would be made up of point A and point B. However, since a line is made up of 2 points, at least 2 points, it could be made up of more. I could, have a point C in here if I feel like to. Line could contain as many points as at once. However, through 2 points, such as A and B, only one line can go through. And if you think about that, it logically makes sense, right? If I erase that line for a second, if this line, right, we had it here, is there any other way this line can go through? No, right? If I could, I could try it diagonally, but it would only go through point A, or right horizontally. It would only go to one of the points. So despite how differently geometry teachers define it, one thing that stays the same is that a line only goes through 2 points. Only one line will go through 2 points. Yeah. But we can also, just how we can name a point with a capital letter, we can also name a line. However, there are several ways to name a line. One way is that I take the 2 points which the line consists, so it has line AB, OB, I'd write it like that, and then I draw an arrow above it, line AB. Or I can literally simply write line AB. That's one way. Or I can even write, as A, B with an arrow. That's a really wonky B, but it's a B. I can simply, just write AB with an arrow above. But then also, typically lines might have a lowercase letter, such as, line M. And it's not related to the points, it's just the line name. So you might just write it as line M as well. All these ways are fine. and indicate the several ways that you can write the name of a line. Then we have a plane, and a plane is basically a flat surface made up of points that extends infinitely all directions. But also, one thing, maybe more simpler definition, is that planes have to have 3 points. So currently, this is not a plane, right? Because it only has 2 points. But if I maybe, just add a random point here, now we can consider this a plane. But a plane, as I mentioned earlier, is basically a flat surface. So this could be considered as a plane. Right? We have our 3 points, and that's what we mix up. So there are many ways to name a plane. One, their plane might just, have a letter representing. So like maybe this could be called like K. So this would be plane K, and we just write maybe something like plane K. Let me write it here. Or we can name it by the points we have. So we could name it plane BCA. Right? The order doesn't matter, so it could be BCA or BAC, and then plane ABC. So we can write it all these multiple ways, even maybe plane, CBA. All these random, various names that we can name a plane. So that's pretty much it for points, lines, and planes. However, there are 2 things which I do want to mention about, and these are defined terms, is colinear and coplanar. So, colinear basically mean 2 points on the same plane, on the same line. So, point A and point B are on the same line, hence they are colinear. But since point C is not on the same line, we can't say that point A and point C are colinear because they're not, right? Since they're not on the same line. Then we have coplanar. So let me just, quickly draw in a line, and I'll call this line Y or something. Since line Y and line M over here are in the same plane of BCA, they would be coplanar since these 2 lines are on the same plane. So that's pretty much it for colinear, coplanar, and then our 3 main terms, points, lines, and planes. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and see y'all next week.